today on the Distorted View Wednesday Movie Matinee.
An army of dead, reanimated fetuses are on a quest with two goals: find a decent pair of tits to suck on, and world domination in the 1973 cult sci-fi classic, Stillborn Uprising.
La 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 la.
Today's episode of Distorted View Daily is brought to you by Quantum Energy Squares. 100 milligrams of caffeine and 10 milligrams of protein in every single square. 2,500 five-star reviews can't be wrong. Use promo code FREAK to get 25% off your order at quantumsquares.com.
Hey, freaks, it's Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Coming up on the program today, masturbating just to check that all your equipment is working. Plus, helpful advice for those who want to be a cripple. ChatGPT is just about ready to fuck. And stabbing a bitch who takes too long at the checkout lane. All this was your voicemails today. Distorted View Daily proudly presents another confrontation on the streets.
You pray you don't fucking come down here by yourself.
Fuck off, woman.
You
don't fucking assault me.
I touch you.
I sprayed you in the knee with a bit of fucking water.
Not my eyes.
How you lie? You got fucking chocolate milk on you.
How do we know that's not urine? You know?
I filled in a brother's restaurant, you stupid cocksucker.
Hey, we
We're
know
at
that.
dinner.
We really know that,
Fuck
don't
off.
we?
Sit down.
Fuck you, woman. I'm gonna ruin you lesbian. Go to hell.
I'm a lesbian.
You are. You don't like men, do you? You don't like me because I'm mad. I didn't see you in the face, you stupid liar. You got chocolate milk in your fucking eyes. You stupid cunt.
Shut up.
I never shot you with chocolate milk or fucking water. Shot you in the leg with water.
Shot her right in the fucking crotch.
It's Distorted View Daily, sponsored by listener Game Travelers.
Try new peanut butter eggs.
Christian now fears his flatulence.
I just want to say there's no shit in the anus right now.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Beta man.
Yes, Demented back here with you for your Wednesday episode of TV. Have a great one for you. Shout out to our sponsor, Game Travelers. Real name Brandon. I don't think he wants me to use his last name. He's my favorite type of sponsor. He's not going to make me jump through many hoops. He hasn't written a 5-act play for me to act out. He writes, hi, I'm a Sideshow member under the name Game Travelers, but my name is Brandon, and then he lists his last name, which I doubt he wants publicized. I would like to sponsor an episode of Distorted View Daily. That's it. Minimal details. As a matter of fact, very little punctuation was even used in this message. I appreciate that as well. Periods just slow me down, and I've got so much great content to get into today. I don't have time for punctuation, quite frankly. Anyway, thank you so much, Game Travelers. Later on in the program, I'll try to do a little special something for you. As I stated, we do have a bunch of audio to get into, but first, let me just brag for a moment. I hit a milestone. Last night, I masturbated 8 times, a personal record. I can prove it. Who wants to see my dick? I beat that fucker raw. Meat is just peeling off the bone. There was so much friction, I barbecued the goddamn thing. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. No, I did not masturbate to a personal record. Although, I feel like I'm getting to the age where masturbating might become a problem. Physically, because a lot of middle-aged people have trouble getting it up, sustaining an erection. I just, a knock on wood, I don't think that's going to be me. Guys, I'm a really good masturbator. I can do it. I can do it so well. And, a lot of middle-aged people are like, I can only masturbate once a day. No, if I wanted to, I could masturbate 2-3 times a day. I don't. I exercise a little bit of self-restraint. I don't go hog wild on my hog anymore. Sometimes I'll masturbate just to make sure I can still do it. Like, if I have gone a couple days and I'm like, you know what? I don't recall getting a boner in the past 48 hours. Now, most of the time, it's just because I don't notice it. It happens. But I get scared, so I'm like, is everything still working? Oh, God, have I gone impotent? Can I get this little pecker up? So it's more of a health check than anything. I don't know if I've ever thrown it over to you guys. What is your average per week, masturbation session-wise? Not too long ago, we read that news story where experts, jerk-off experts, Professor Gooner, I guess. Professor Gooner says you should masturbate, 20 times a month for prostate health. You got to make sure you don't get the cancer. What is your number? Call into the voicemail line or email me. Show me. Always trying to get you guys to show me your dicks. Never works out, though. Show me the aftermath of your JO session. And before I get any comments, like every time I talk about masturbation, they're like, why do you need to masturbate? You got Lord Douche. Douche. You know, when I hear comments like that, you know what that tells me? You're not in a long-term relationship. People who are dating someone for a long time or are married, they masturbate too. Masturbating is a completely different thing than sex. There's way more that goes into sex. You know, typically you can only do it certain times. Your partner's off at work. You're at work. They might not be in the mood. You gotta prepare. You gotta, like, please them too. Sometimes you just want to, like, fucking come and you don't want to worry about anyone else. You just want to just get it done. God, you people are so immature with your comments. You got Lord Douche. You don't need to masturbate. Believe me. What is the recommendation? 20, 25 times a month you're supposed to come? That ain't happening. That ain't happening with Lord Douche, that's for sure. Plus, you know, like, who has the time? Sex is so much longer than masturbation. Masturbation can be as short or as long as you want. Everyone knows this. Come on. I'm not saying anything that is revelatory. I can't even say the word revelatory, let alone say something that is one. All right, listen, enough masturbation talk. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, just to sort of toot my own horn, which I think is a euphemism for masturbation, right? I'm off to toot my horn. I have hit a milestone. Did I already talk about this? Or did I start to talk about it and then somehow I got sidetracked to masturbation? Whatever. I have mostly been silent about my old lady walks. I mean, you guys know I'm on old lady walks, but I've really upped my game. Sometimes I go on 2 old lady walks a day, in the morning and the evening. And I even bought a bicycle, and now I'm riding that shit around, just trying to be active, which is such a pain in the ass because every fiber of my body is telling me just sit down and watch TV. That's what this body wants to do. That's what this body is good at. Why are you trying to do stuff we don't want you to do? That's my body talking to me. I think the last time I really mentioned my trying to lose weight and working out and stuff, I mentioned that I started jogging a little bit and I was able to jog a mile at a time, right? I've had to stop running because my knee, one of my knees gets fucked up. Oh, it hurts so bad. I don't know what the hell's wrong with it. To me, one time when I was like going to the gym years and years and years ago, I was using the treadmill and elliptical and all those things, and I fucked up my knee, and the doctor said it's something called runner's knee. Imagine me getting something called runner's knee. And there's really nothing you can do for it. You just put an ice pack on it and wait 6 weeks, and then it kind of goes away. I barely jogged. Right, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 times in total over a 2-week period. I jogged maybe 6 miles, and when I say jog, you know, it's very slow. And somehow that was enough to fuck up my knee. That's why I switched over to biking, and I'm continuing to do my old lady walks. Anyway, I have continued to lose weight. Now, this weight loss journey, you know, I love that term, weight loss journey. Oh gosh, you don't know what it's been. This journey. Like I'm going on a fucking vision quest or something, or I'm scaling a mountain. That's a journey, right? Ascending Mount Everest. Putting a fucking fork down and waddling on a trail is not a journey, but okay, whatever. It's a journey. Everyone talks about their weight loss journey. But, so I was at my heaviest or most obese shortly after the pandemic. Yeah, I'm going to blame the pandemic. COVID-19 is to blame for everything that's happening in the world, including my insane waistline. Since then, I have now lost almost 70-ish pounds. And what drives me crazy is when people don't notice it. They're like, oh, you kind of look the same. I don't know. I can't really tell. Honestly, it drives me crazy because I can't tell. I mean, I know I've lost a bunch of weight, but I am not a detail-oriented person. And to me, my fucking face just looks the same. Also, in the past, I've been with partners who have gained a ton of weight, and I don't even notice that. Just one day, I realized, oh my God, I'm playing with your titties. You didn't have those before. What's up with that? Daddy's got some milkers. That being said, today I did something fun because none of my clothes fit me. I was able to go into my bins and bins of old clothes that haven't fit me for almost a decade. And I got to like pick out all the old clothes clothes that now do fit me. I am now in mostly a size large when it comes to shirts. I mean, some of the large shirts still don't fit right, but some of them it just depends on the style, I guess. So I don't want to say confidently I am in a large, but large shirt. A lot of the stuff I picked out from my bins is large. I had some medium shirts in those bins. Those mediums do not fit me at all. I don't know if I'll ever get back down to a medium, but I'm fine with a large. Let's just continue working on, fitting into all of my large shirts. Now for the real embarrassing revelation. Lord Douche is out of town this week. Again, he's down in Florida doing family stuff, which is fine. You know how crazy he gets about everything. These clothes that I got out of my bins, they stink. They smell stale, and you know what that smell is like when stuff has been put away for a long time. So I have to wash these clothes. The problem is Lord Douche is going to know that I've washed these clothes because our washer and dryer is connected to the internet, which is like an insane thing to have, in my opinion. Like, I understand home automation, smart appliances and everything, but really, we need the washer and dryer connected to the internet. There's like an app you can keep track of where the cycle is at, how much time is left, all that crap, right? The big feature of our washer and dryer being connected to the internet? It's occasionally, every once in a while, LG will send down some new chimes. Like when the laundry's done, it does that that stupid little jingle or chime. Sometimes those will change. And also, like, there's like a little screen on the knob, and sometimes those designs will change. It'll be like a fall theme or a winter theme. It's just totally unnecessary. Anyway, I know if I put these clothes in laundry, Lord Douche is going to be notified that the washer's starting up, and that's just going to it's going to result in a phone call, and he's going to be like, why are you using the washer? You are not authorized. He does the laundry in the house, typically. And it's not one of those things where, like, I refuse to do the laundry. No, he just likes to be able to control how the washing machine is used, how much detergent is going in there, bleach and all that fucking shit. Only he can launder clothes properly in his mind. I think I'm going to have to disconnect the internet for an hour or two while these clothes are put in the washing machine, just so he's not notified, because I don't want to hear it, This is how I live my life. It's almost like I'm a child and I'm like, Daddy, can you do the laundry, please? My clothes are dirty. Oh my God, I brought an air fryer home from my mom's place because she's not going to be using it. And I told Lord Douche, I'm like, look, yeah, I'm going to be using the air fryer this week while you're gone. Make some chicken breast, Brussels sprouts, my faves. And oh boy, did we have a long conversation about that. Lord Douche has a very sensitive sense of smell, and he's concerned about the air fryer leaving scents. He's like, we've got a lot of paper in the house. I'm like, you think I'm going to just leave the air fryer on top of a stack of papers and set the whole fucking house on fire? Do you think I'm 3? I know how to use appliances. I keep telling him, before I met you, I was an adult. I've done all this stuff myself before. But he's like, no, because the business, his business has basically gone completely remote. They got rid of the office. That's one of the reasons why we had a full-size office-style copier in the house for a while. Goddamn Xerox machine in the living room. But this house is pretty much ground zero for his office, and there's like papers everywhere, stacks of invoices and work and all that shit. But that's in the living room. He thinks that the grease and scents are going to attach themselves to the paper. So, there's a whole checklist of things I need to do before I can use the air fryer. I got to open the doors and open the windows in the kitchen. I got to turn on the fan. It's a whole thing. Every time I talk to Lord Douche, he's like, did you use the air fryer? And I'm like, yes. He's like, oh, God. Does it smell? I'm like, it smells like a kitchen. After I cook food, yeah, it sort of smells like food. But then it goes away. I refuse to tell him that I actually bought salmon and I cooked fish in the air fryer. that would kill him. He would actually take an airplane and fly from Florida back to Cincinnati here just to beat the hell out of me for cooking fish in the air fryer and then get back on another flight and return to Florida. I just wanted to see if I liked air-fried salmon. I don't, by the way. I'm really just going to stick to chicken and turkey, I think. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. That is my big weight loss news / Lord Douche story for the week. Oh, I ran across an interesting fake disorder. I don't think we've ever talked about trans wheelchairs before. I mean, I guess specifically they are trans wheelchair users. And when I say that, I'm not talking about a trans person who is also physically disabled. I'm talking about people who are able-bodied but want to be disabled just to use the wheelchair. Honestly, I think I can sympathize. I like the idea of parking in handicap spots. I like the idea of just rolling around, pushing through crowds, getting to jump to the front of the line. People in wheelchairs have it so good. The one downside, of course, is, your legs don't work. You're either paralyzed or you've got some sort of debilitating disease. What if you could have all the benefits of a wheelchair and you could still use your legs when you want / need to? Well, that is what trans wheelchair users are all about, baby. One trans wheelchair user has compiled a list of tips. Now, ethically, I say most of these are in a gray area. Depending on your own set of morals, you may or may not use some of these tips and tricks. First up, typically, if you are diagnosed with a disease, your insurance or Medicare, Medicaid will provide you with a wheelchair. If you're faking it, though, it's much easier to get those free wheelchairs, so buy a wheelchair online. That's tip number 1. If you cannot, but you can order stuff online, order parts for a wheelchair and make your own. This is just getting way too complex. I love that these tips are for people who don't want to use their legs, but this tip in particular is going to require a lot of legwork. You have to physically construct your own wheelchair. That's so dumb. Make a fake disability parking tag. Templates are online. Okay. Now we're just straight up committing crimes. Start telling people you're a wheelchair user online, but tell them you're an ambulatory one in real life. That way you can choose to use a wheelchair or don't use a wheelchair. All right. Complain about leg pains. This is the most autistic fucking list. Look, if you want to be a wheelchair user, chances are you've already thought of these things. If you go to school, fake being really sick / having a bad migraine to the point you can't walk straight. They should have a wheelchair there and you can get to use one at least briefly. Here's another awesome tip. I have a feeling this was written by a teenager, like this whole thing, because these are the dumbest fucking tips. Jump from high places frequently. This will wear down your legs, or you could even break them. This could get you in a wheelchair. Try subliminals. This one is for a desired diagnosis. There are some links to playlists that I guess are subliminal messaging. There's also a playlist for dead legs if you want legs fully unable to move. Yeah, I'm going to need to hear those playlists. I think I found one. I don't quite understand how they work. This is called Wheelchair, and some of the tracks include Paraplegia, Subliminal, Paralyzed Legs, Get Paralyzed Legs, Subliminal. But, as far as I can tell, a lot of these are just regular, it's just music, right? And then while you're playing this, you're supposed to recite affirmations. I have one of the affirmations here. I have paralyzed legs. I use a wheelchair. I use a mobility aid. My parents or guardians understand. My friends understand. I only get my desired results. My legs are numb. I cannot feel my legs. My desired accident will cause my desired injury. My results are coming fast. People help me. My medical costs are cheap. My medical costs are paid for. My legs do not feel pain. Everywhere I go is accessible to me. Now, some of these tracks don't even have affirmations. It's just shit like this. Can someone explain this to me? What is this? How is this subliminal? You want to roll around in a wheelchair? Roll around in a wheelchair. I don't understand this hyping yourself up with lo-fi music, you know? All right, a couple pieces of audio now, and then we will get into the news. Andrew Cuomo is running for mayor of NYC. You may recognize his name because he used to be the governor, and then he had to resign because of all of the sexual harassment accusations. So good to have you back, Andrew. A lot of people have an issue with him running for mayor. Here, Andrew is being heckled incessantly.
New York, no one wants you. I'm from your state. No one wants you running for office. You are a disgrace to the public office. You are a blight to New York State.
This guy's just trying to have a press conference, and they're just shouting him down. The people who aren't yelling are holding up signs, like anti-Cuomo signs.
The Department of Education has specifically said you don't have permission to be here.
Oh, there's someone else.
Cuomo does something without consent. This time, it's at a school.
Cuomo, I know for a fact that you're going to represent the working class because you take money from the Walmart family.
Yeah, these protesters bring up a lot of points. Of course, the thing I find funny is when they call him a rapist.
And you know it, too.
Mr. Cuomo, you want to talk about how you created a fracked gas pipeline in New York City?
As a matter of fact, he doesn't want to talk about that.
You want to talk about the 13th sexual harassment campaign?
Cuomo can't even pretend to care about his constituents after cutting $1 billion in school funding.
A lot of people there to rain on his parade.
Big oil.
And all you can do is roll out rapists.
This is really the problem when you have a press conference outside. Anyone can show up, you know? You got to have a more controlled environment, especially if you're Andrew Cuomo. All the weird sex stuff is still fresh in people's minds in New York, you know?
Yeah! Homosexual! You can Google it. During COVID, everyone was a Cuomo-sexual.
Somehow I don't think Andrew Cuomo's going to be New York City's next mayor, but Godspeed, dude. The other clip I wanted to share with you is just a classic DV freakout. It's got many distorted view hallmarks, like, you know, it's a fight in the parking lot. It's a white person versus black person, so I'm sure there's going to be an N-word or two in there. And also, like, I'm not going to automatically be on the side of the person who got called the N-word. Like everyone in the comments here, they're kind of on her side, but she's kind of a dick too. It's hard to tell because this is just a portion of the fight. But I've got a problem with both these people, which tends to be the case.
Shut that door for me. I would rather you not touch my car.
Shut that door.
I'm letting you know that I'm recording, and I'm letting you know that if you touch my car or my property, I will report you.
Call the fucking cops.
Okay, that's
Call them right now, because I'm going to shut that door.
So she's outside of her car, in the parking lot, blocking multiple spots. That's my issue with her.
Okay.
I'm going to shut it.
What's the problem with
Why are you holding
right
up fucking
here?
two fucking parking spots?
How am I holding up two parking spots?
Well, your fucking door's open. This gentleman wants to park here, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, and there's multiple ways to
Why
come
are you
around.
in here fucking homeless ass?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways around, but the most direct is to pull into the parking spot and you're blocking it, you know? I'm with this guy who's wearing the Trump hat. She's a stupid bitch. Again, I don't know why she's not in her car. Right? I don't know why her door is open. I don't know why she's blocking a couple spots. She might have a really good reason, and it's just not displayed in this video. But look, I can only go by what I can see. And what I currently see is I'm looking at a stupid bitch.
And this gentleman wants to park here, you stupid bitch.
You stupid bitch. I like that he's restraining himself a bit, right? He didn't come right out and start screaming the N-word.
And there's multiple ways to
Why
come
are you
around.
in here fucking...
I'm always like on the side of the racist, right? Like, look, guys, he didn't scream the N-word in the first 5 seconds of the confrontation, so he deserves some points. Always trying to defend my people, you know.
There's multiple ways to
Why
come
are you
around.
in here fucking homeless ass rearranging all your bullshit?
Am I homeless or am I traveling?
Well, fuck, it's apparent.
Am I taking a trip?
Let this old man pull in here. Why are you being a cunt? Why the fuck are you being a cunt?
I'm being
You're
a
nothing more than a
cunt.
fucking cunt.
Yep.
See, now, again, I would firmly be in his camp, but then he goes a little too far.
Fucking homeless fucking cunt.
Yep.
Hey, you know what the problem is? She's a fucking nigger.
No.
I think she can get away with everything.
He said I'm a fucking nigger.
Now, people in the comments are making a few good points. I might have to reconsider my position here. One person says, I see 3 other free spots this person could have went and parked and walked into the store by the time the video ended. Yeah, there are a bunch of other available spots. So, like, if it was me, yeah, I would probably be annoyed if the spot I wanted was being blocked by some woman in her open door. But if there was a nearby spot anyway, I wouldn't sweat it. Finally, someone's on my side here. I'm so confused by this video. Why is the woman standing, recording with the door open? Why is the racist man so racist? Why is there a guy sitting waiting to turn in when there are so many other spots? I'm so confused. Someone responded to him, it seems like she had her doors open, rearranging the stuff in her car, probably cleaning it out because she's on a long trip. But again, so I just have to point out, she's not like parked in a spot with her door open. She's parked in the aisle where cars drive to turn into the spots. That's what's so weird about this. Like, if you were going to rearrange shit in your car, wouldn't you pull into a spot as opposed to like blocking the main thoroughway, like where people are coming and going? You know what I mean? That, again, is why I think she's a bit of a stupid bitch. 95% of the people, though, are on the woman's side. And they see this guy wearing the pipe fitters for Trump hat. I'm like, what? That's very specific. Or pipeliners for Trump or something. All right. Pipeliners love Trump. A lot of people are calling, MAGA. Every MAGA person is a racist. Every MAGA person has a small dick, like those type of comments. But I'm sorry, I think it's a little more nuanced than that. 2 things can be true. This MAGA guy has a small penis, and the woman is a stupid bitch. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist to the fucked up news right now. As I told you guys, I am now thin and attractive. Well, thinner than I was. Just like Meade Skelton, I am now going to act as if I'm some sort of fitness expert. Let me tell you all how to live a healthy life. It's all about being active. You got to get out there and move. What happens, though, when your energy drops? Feeling a little sluggish? Well, my friends, that's when you turn to Quantum Squares. The insanely delicious energy bar that provides long-lasting, stable energy without crashes. Each bar combines whole food ingredients with 100 milligrams of organic caffeine, equivalent to about an 8-ounce cup of coffee, ensuring a smooth energy boost. These bars deliver balanced nutrition featuring 10 grams of plant-based proteins, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates, making them an ideal choice for active individuals. I could go on and on talking about how there's no artificial additives or sugar alcohols, how it's gluten-free, plant-based, all that stuff. But to me, it doesn't really matter unless these things taste good, and Quantum Energy Squares has some awesome flavors. Peanut butter dark chocolate. I love my peanut butter. There's also salted peanut butter crunch. Yeah, 2 different variations of peanut butter bars. These things were made for me. Caramel almond sea salt, dark chocolate pink Himalayan salt, cafe mocha almond chip, chocolate chip cookie dough. Check out quantumsquares.com today. Make sure to use promo code FREAK and get 25% off your order. If you're unsure what flavor you want, they even sell a variety box with their top 4 best-selling flavors. Again, just go to quantumsquares.com, use promo code FREAK, and get 25% off your order. And if you spend over $35, you get free shipping. Just go to quantumsquares.com and use promo code FREAK, F-R-E-A-K. It's Healthy Tim approved. Ting. Member of the Distorted View Sideshow, what are you waiting for? Help support this stupidity. Become a true and honorable freak today. Just go to distortedview.com. All major credit cards and PayPal accepted. When you sign up, you gain access to all of the exclusive shows we do throughout the week. For instance, this week, on Monday, we did a bonus segment show just for Sideshow freaks. And then on Tuesday, a full-length episode just for Sideshow members. Today, another bonus segment show. And then tomorrow, another full-length episode of DV. So it's a great time to sign up. Exclusive content throughout the week. Just go to distortedview.com. This is how I make my living. So if you like DV, please consider supporting it. If you listen to DV through Spotify, instead of signing up over there at distortedview.com, you will sign up inside of your Spotify app. Just search for Distorted View and find the link. Same deal with Apple Podcasts, although you're given the choice. You can either go either route. You can sign up on the website or you can sign up inside of Apple Podcast. Whatever you find easier. Other ways to support the show, we've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge as little as $1 over there. Pledge at least $5, and you get access to a special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And you can still sponsor an episode of DV. Just PayPal me $25, show@distortedview.com. Let me know if you want me to send along a message, talk about a topic, that sort of thing. Just let me know. Show@distortedview.com is my PayPal address. Okay, 2 very quick stories now. First up, finally, some great news for me and the AI boyfriend community. OpenAI will soon allow verified adults to create erotic content using ChatGPT. Finally, Sextastic Tuesday can get even weirder. We are going to have some interesting celebrity mashups. I will be first in line. I don't care what type of personal information OpenAI is going to need. Credit cards, IDs, passports, driver's license, social security number. I will hand it over gladly. You freaks are worth it. Yes, beginning in December is when this is going to take place. A major policy reversal for a company once known for its strict limits on sexual or romantic material. I wonder how explicit they're going to allow ChatGPT to get. There's a big difference between normal romantic, normal erotic, and then the disgusting debauchery we feature on the podcast. Scat porn, period play. I'm going to take ChatGPT to the limit. You gotta take it to the limit. All right, CEO Sam Altman announced the change on Tuesday, describing it as a step toward giving adults more freedom in how they use the platform. Yes. This is definitely a step in the right direction. Altman explained on X that ChatGPT was originally designed with tight restrictions to be cautious about mental health concerns. He added, now that we've built better safeguards and understand the risks more clearly, we can safely loosen those limits for most users. Yes! Finally, a bit of good news during this shitty year. The company had previously banned sexually explicit content to prevent emotional overattachment and other potential harms. According to Altman, the updated approach reflects greater confidence in OpenAI's safety systems and a belief in treating adults like adults. That is going to be a move you're going to regret, Sam Altman. You have no idea what us adults are capable of. To balance openness with responsibility, OpenAI plans to use age verification, opt-in modes for more expressive personalities, and enhance moderation tools to block misuse and protect minors. You know that's the first thing Galileo 2333 was thinking. I'm going to get me a 10-year-old fake chatbot sex slave. No, you're not going to be able to do that, Galileo. For that, you need to turn to Grok. I think Grok is pretty much anything goes, right? The decision arrives as competitors expand into adult-themed AI experiences. Elon Musk's XAI recently introduced a spicy 18-plus mode with flirtatious chatbot options, signaling a growing market for AI designed for intimacy and companionship. Meanwhile, rival Anthropic, creator of the Claude models, has maintained a conservative stance. They say less than 0.1% of Claude interactions involve sexual or romantic roleplay. Well, we're going to just leave Claude in the dust then. You got to get with the program. Give people what they want. Altman has said his long-term vision for ChatGPT is to make it more personal and enduring, a tool that can remember your whole life and function as a trusted companion. Well, you better believe we're going to put ChatGPT through its paces as soon as this new model is released in December. If anyone can corrupt ChatGPT, it's going to be me. I'm going to bring the whole system down. All right, final story we have for you today. This one comes from New Jersey, and boy, does it hit close to home. A dispute over checkout speeds at a Hudson County Marshall's store turned violent on Saturday evening when a woman allegedly purchased kitchen knives from the store and then promptly used it to stab another shopper. I almost went all stabby this weekend as well, basically for the same reason. It was Sunday. I was at the Kroger grocery store, looking for things to air fry because Lord Douche is not here. Love my air fryer. I got some fish. For some reason, I was big on fish on Sunday. I was like, I got to try air frying fish. Anyway, I got 2 items in my basket. I got the fucking fish and I don't know, probably a bag of Brussels sprouts. And I go in line. And no matter what fucking lane I go in, there's a problem. I go in the lane with the least amount of people in it. There's 2 people in front of me in the lane. One woman getting checked out, she was buying a birthday cake. Another woman who just had a few items. I'm like, okay, this is going to go by so fast. I'll be in and out. No, of course, there's a problem with the birthday cake, and I'm waiting. I'm 10 minutes. I'm in this lane waiting. Finally, I'm like, fuck it. I will go to the self-checkout lanes, even though the line appears to be a bit longer. There's more self-checkout units, and things are progressing over there. At least the line is moving. Now, I don't know how this shit is set up in your grocery stores, like in your town, but with our self-checkout, it's just like this big open space, and there are multiple rows of self-checkout machines, right? The problem is, with this setup, is it's too open. It's an open-air concept, as opposed to the other checkout lanes, where there are, like, designated or delineated spaces for people to fucking stand in line. With the self-checkout people, there's a fucking anarchy. There's multiple lines of people just waiting. I get in one line, and then come to find out, it veers and it turns into like a Y, where there's like multiple lanes. So, again, I'm waiting, and then people start getting in front of me who have been waiting on the other side, and I just had it. I'm like, I don't need to give Kroger money that badly. There are other grocery store options. So I did something I'm not proud of. I hate when other people do this. You ever like go into the grocery store and you're like in the cracker aisle or something, and someone has left fucking like some frozen item or meat or something, like, they just decide they didn't want it, but they're too lazy to go put it back in the freezer, so they just put it on a shelf. I pretty much did the same thing. I left all the stuff in my little basket, and I just put the basket on top of a stack of like 12 packs of Coke. And as I'm walking away, the basket falls over. I hear it crash. The fish goes everywhere, and I refuse to turn around. You know what? I took my car, went across the street to Meijer, in and out in less than 5 minutes. Kroger, bitch, you ain't the only game in town anymore. There's Meijer, there's fucking Publix in Cincinnati now. Open some more fucking lanes, especially on the weekend. Jesus effing Christ. If I would have had a knife, I would have been stabbing people like this broad. Authorities say the attack occurred around 6:15 p.m. at the Marshalls in Kearney, New Jersey. The suspect, identified as 25-year-old Amber I. Thompson of Newark, reportedly became angry with another customer over how long the checkout line was moving. I feel your pain, sister. After the argument, the victim and her family left the store and began walking to their car. Watch your back. According to police, Thompson then bought a set of steak knives, opened the package, and chased the woman into the parking lot, where she allegedly stabbed her multiple times. I would have done that with the cake lady. Look, if you have an issue with your cake, bring it to someone's attention before you're paying for it. Officers responding to the scene found the victim bleeding and suffering from several stab wounds. Those are good knives. She was transported to a nearby hospital, and officials said her injuries were not believed to be life-threatening. Police later located Thompson inside the Marshall's restroom, where a kitchen knife was found resting on the baby changing station. She was taken into custody and charged with second-degree aggravated assault, multiple weapon offenses, and endangering. Thompson remains in the Hudson County Jail awaiting a court appearance. Court records did not list an attorney representing her. So there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Once again, got to say thanks to our sponsor, Brandon/Game Traveler. Now, he didn't ask for anything, but I enlisted the help of my good friend Jordan Peterson to record a short little message to Game Traveler. Take it away, Jordan.
I had a dream about Game Traveler, also known as Brandon. He was standing naked by a babbling brook, bathing himself. His genital region was exposed and engorged, and his matted pubic hair looked like it would stink real bad. He was stroking himself while looking at some fish. He then ripped a tuft of his pubic hair and chased me around with it, jamming it in my face, saying, "Taste! Taste!" like some sort of Hollywood monster. I did taste it. The pubic hair had a thick, harsh, spicy taste. I can still feel it stuck in my teeth.
All right, not exactly what I was looking for, Jordan Peterson, but still, Good work. Well, there you go, Brandon. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of DV. Let's do a couple voicemails now and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you, freaks. Many ways to contact the show. Show at DistortedView.com. I'm all over social media at DistortedView on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/DistortedView Show. Remember, if you pledge $5, you get access to that special voicemail line where I will play your calls first. And yes, we've got a couple patrons checking in today.
Tim, quick note, that test of patience last week, perfection. Loved it. Can't wait to get to Caldesaville.
It's a great place to visit. I believe their city slogan is Caldesaville, just your standard American shithole. We're going to have to start selling Caldesaville merchandise in the DV store this year.
Hey, Tim. Niti here. I just listened to the Friday Grum.
Okay.
And a call, I forgot who it was.
Are you calling in with the black perspective?
He called in and commented on Alexis K. Tyler's son, De Niro Red.
Yeah.
And it is her actual biological son.
Oh, okay. I was kind of confused by some of the stuff she was saying. Maybe I didn't play that on the show, but yeah, it was confusing me.
She did give birth to him.
Oh.
Some little insight. He might have done some gay shenanigans. He was in prison for a good while.
Do you know what he was in prison for?
And they lived together.
Okay.
She's very protective. You know, she's full of trauma. But he was in prison. Who knows what he did when he was in prison?
Oh, okay.
I think he kind of alluded that there was some shenanigans going on. But
if you're in prison for a long time, it's like either you're not going to have sex at all, or you're going to have to suck it up and suck it up.
Know how Southern
gay
blacks
guys.
are.
Or guys.
He ain't doing no gay shit. No homo. But
right.
yeah, he's straight as far as I know. But again, when you have a mother like Alexis K. Tyler, you probably aren't going to end up quote unquote normal. So little insight.
I love that relationship. I love Alexis. I love everything about Alexis K. Tyler. The relationship she has with her mother, with her son. It's all fascinating to me. Next up here, yes, caller.
Happy birthday, long-legged Mac Daddy. Happy birthday to you.
Doing a Pastor Manning impression.
How old are you, long-legged Mac Daddy? How old
Okay, you don't have to do the whole song. Okay.
How old is long-legged Mac Daddy?
Not a bad impression.
Yeah. Hey, Tim. It's Sideshow member TJ from Chicago. Wishing you a happy birthday. Doing my best.
We're just getting to that. We're just getting to this point in the regular voicemails.
Best Pastor Manning impression.
I thought we were almost caught up, but wow. August seems so far away. I guess it's just, all of August, all of September. We're kind of at the beginning of, mid-October now.
I'm guessing you're probably not going to get this on your birthday.
No.
Considering you usually get these a little bit late. But
but it's nice. I like getting birthday wishes in October. It's,
Figured I'd better do it now. Otherwise, I would probably...
It comes as a real surprise. Wasn't expecting
even later.
this.
So, I hope you have something fun planned. You do, have a good time. And careful you don't get AIDS, pervert.
I don't think I did anything special for my birthday this year. I don't even think we went out and had a birthday dinner. Although we could have. I have such a shitty memory. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I'm sure we celebrated my birthday somehow. I got some birthday nookie. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660. God, is it? Oh, God.
You stupid bitch.
Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to give us a 5-star rating, a thumbs up, or like wherever you can rate and review podcasts. Thank you so much to our listener sponsor, Brandon. Our good friends at Quantum Squares. Get 25% off. Use promo code FREAK at quantumsquares.com. If you're Sideshow members, I will be back later today with a bonus segment show, and then tomorrow's episode is a full-length one just for Sideshow members as well, so it's a great time to sign up. Otherwise, I'll see you back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody!
show's over. Show's fucking over. Show's fucking over.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.